Okay, today we're out here with Paige. Paige, can you give an introduction as to who you are and what you're doing here downtown Midland, Texas?
Yeah, I'm Paige Weiss. I'm the executive director at Lone Star Sanctuary for Animals. Uh, what we're here today for? We, as a whole, all the rescues in this area have a big concern on what's going on with animal control, the recent firing of their director, as well as the vet that they're paying over $200,000 a year who never shows up to work. Her job is to spay and neuter all of the animals that are adopted out of animal control, and it's not happening. Instead, they're referring adopted animals from animal control to Fix West Texas to get fixed, when that's part of their adoption fee at animal control. So these animals are not being spayed and neutered. The vet isn't doing her job. She's not showing up, and we can get you a schedule on how long she hasn't been at animal control.
And you have all this documented, correct?
Correct.
So y'all showed up here today. Why'd y'all show up here? Just what was the reason for y'all showing up today to the meeting?
Originally, we had someone who was going to speak, but we actually paused on that because we are actually getting more documentation together, so we have everything we need when we actually speak on that.
Is this going to be, I'm hearing a little bit of grumblings. This is kind of a very serious situation. Is that correct?
It is very serious. It is very serious. It's very concerning. There are things happening that, to say the least, are horrifying as far as the animals are concerned, and we are fed up with it. So I can't exactly speak on that right now because we are getting all of our ducks in a row before we present that. The things going on with these animals are terrible. It's just terrible. And not just euthanasia, just the ethical issues going on with these animals, doing full-term abortions on dogs, euthanizing their puppies, and sending them on their way. That's just scratching the surface of what's going on. So there's a lot happening here.
Animals getting abortions?
Yeah, they take in full-term dogs and abort their puppies and euthanize the puppies.
I've heard some other crazy things about that. You can't touch on anything else about what they do? I mean, I've kind of heard some things, or... It's pretty graphic, I'm saying, right?
Yes, it is pretty graphic. And
okay.
And there are some things going on that we can't actually discuss right now, but it's being investigated.
And how many of it is y'all that are involved in this whole movement or this situation? I've heard a lot about it, especially through the MacPack and other local news organizations.
I'm sorry, what was it?
I'm saying, like, how many of it is y'all are involved in this? I've heard from other local media, the independents, it's a lot of people involved.
Yes, and we have multiple rescues very, very concerned about what's going on in the area.
Oh, so y'all all joined up, basically?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, multiple rescues, very concerned about what's happening right now. Very concerned about what's happening in animal control, their affiliation with Fix West Texas, and what's happening there.
What's your overall thought of animal control, and maybe even the city of Midland? How are they handling a lot of these things?
Very poorly. Very poorly. And unfortunately, they do have some amazing employees at animal control on board, and they are doing a fantastic job at animal control. It's the leadership, and it's who is over animal control and who's calling the shots at animal control.
Is somebody from out of town coming in? Were they saying something about that? I heard something about that. Somebody from out of town?
Not sure yet.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. So what made you get involved in all this?
So I'm the director at Lone Star Sanctuary for Animals. We pull animals from animal control on a regular basis.
Why?
To save their lives.
What do you mean?
They'll euthanize them otherwise.
And how fast will they do it?
If they're not adopted, they're euthanized.
In how many days?
It depends on how many come in. So I don't have the exact numbers on what they get into animal control, but you can have in 10 days to 30 days. If they're not adopted, they're euthanized.
Let me ask you, do you recommend anyone taking the animal to animal control?
No, absolutely not.
Is that right?
I wouldn't take my animal to animal control. Unfortunately, what's happening right now are animals are getting surrendered to animal control for multiple reasons. Right now, it's vacation season. So anyone who got a dog for Christmas or Valentine's, they're dumping their dogs at animal control because it's no longer convenient. That is so unfortunate. The rescues see the aftermath of this. There are people taking their animals to animal control who can't afford vet care, and that is so heartbreaking. Most of the vets around here have been bought out by corporate, and vet care is so expensive.
I wanted to touch on that real quick. I mean, there's a certain place, Midland, I won't put them on blast, but everybody knows you go there, it's $1,000+. We got to go to Odessa and go wait at the emergency clinic. Thankfully, they're kind of cheaper. Can you touch on that? You said they're bought out by big corp. Is that correct?
Yeah,
is
most
that why
of the
it's so
vets
expensive?
around here, yes, they are so expensive. And if you can't afford to get the care for your animal, you're forced to euthanize your animal because you can't afford it. You can't afford all the fancy x-rays or sonograms or whatnot that they're charging you, $2,000 for. So because you can't pay for that, you have to euthanize your animal. A lot of people take them to animal control, or they bring them to rescues, and rescues step in.
Wow.
And we put a plea out for donations, and people donate to us to help these animals. But it's affordable vet care is one of the main issues right now in this town. Spaying and neutering your animal, so many people don't understand spay and neuter your animal. If we could do that, we wouldn't be in such a crisis right now.
What do you want from the city of Midland?
I want them to hire the vet or require the vet to do what she was hired to do, which is spay and neuter the animals.
She's not doing that.
She's not doing that.
And you have it documented.
Yes.
Oh, I love a good exposure. Okay, well, I guess final words. What do you like to tell the citizens of Midland that watch this, or anybody in the nation? What would you want to tell them right now? Final words.
Please spay and neuter your animals. Please spay and neuter. This is going to help us get out of this crisis. We are in such a horrible crisis of homeless animals on our streets. If we can spay and neuter and get ahead of this, the rescues are drowning. We can't keep up with all the animals on the streets. There are so many, and we can't save them all. But if you just spay and neuter your animals, it's going to help.
When will we get more information about your case?
I'm sorry?
When will we get more information about your case, about the situation? When will it be an update? Do you know?
We're hoping in the next 30 days.
And give a plug for who you are, or the location, or any website or whatever.
Okay, Lone Star Sanctuary for Animals. We're at 4200 North Fairgrounds Road. We have a website. It's lonestar.org. You can check our website, Facebook, any other local rescue here in town, Midland Humane Coalition, Sassy's Rescue, Dogs Rescue Are Us. All of us are together working on this issue.
And I got to say something real quick. I own 4 animals, but you have to have a kind of a hard right to do that kind of. I mean, I'm sure you own animals yourself, right?
Absolutely.
People just love their dogs, don't they?
Yes, they do. They do. And what's so heartbreaking is when someone does love their dog and they can't afford the vet care and they have to surrender their dog because of expensive vet care.
Yeah, that's very sad. Okay, well,
Yeah.
thank you for your time.
Okay,
God bless
thank you so much.